Hey guys, it's Jeff from Pressure Luck, and after being shut in for a little bit longer than I'd liked to have been, I think we could all agree on that, I felt a little bit sloppy, you know? So I figured, what better time is there to make Sloppy Joes? Yes, you got that right, guys. This dish is an incredibly delicious take on basically tacos, except you kind of make the meat sweeter and thicker, and you can put it in a bun, or you can put it in a taco. You can do whatever you want with it. I don't really care. I won't tell anybody. But the point of this is, not only is this one of the best and sloppiest Joes you'll ever eat, but it's also one of the easiest and quickest you'll ever make in the Instant Pot, and it's gonna create such rich flavor, you're never gonna have it any other way again. In fact, I'm pretty sure that people are gonna be begging for some sloppy seconds with this one, and I can tell you on top of that sloppy seconds have never tasted better. So put on your aprons or your smocks, or don't, because it's time to get sloppy. We'll begin with a medium yellow onion, and dice it up. Now we'll come to the Instant Pot, we're gonna add in 2 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil. Alright, now we're gonna come down to the Instant Pot and hit saute and adjust so we're on the more or the high setting. We just wanna give it the oil some heat and give it about 3 minutes of heating up. And after about 3 minutes of our oil heating up, we're going to add in our onion. And we're gonna saute that in the pot for about 3 minutes. Alright, and after about 3 minutes of sauteing our onions, we're going to add in 1 tablespoon or 3 cloves of crushed or minced garlic. And then saute that for another minute. Alright, and after another minute of sauteing, we're now going to add in our ground beef, guys. I'm going to add in 2 pounds of ground beef. I feel like the leaner, the better. I'm using about 85% lean. And then just get in there and break up the meat with a spatula or a mixing spoon. You want to make sure it gets nice and broken down until it crumbles. Really keep stirring it around. And as the meat begins to cook and crumble, it's going to release its juices. And that's going to allow you to deglaze the bottom of the pot from any brown bits from the garlic or the onion, so it's nice and smooth. That's what we want. Now, I know a lot of recipes typically call for starting with browning the meat first and then adding the onion and garlic, but I like to do it in the reverse order because I feel like starting with a foundation of cooked onions and garlic creates a richer flavor to get infused into the meat as we saute it. Even onion haters don't even know that onions are in dishes typically because they create such a different flavor once they're sauteed and softened up. And this whole process of the sauteing of the meat is going to be going on for about 5 to 7 minutes. And just so you know, we're not going to drain or discard any of those juices bubbling in the pot that the meat is releasing. We want that. It creates richer flavor, and it's also going to aid in coming to pressure. So what I want to add now is 2 tablespoons of Worcestershire sauce. I've become a pro of pronouncing that. And this is optional, but I'm also going to add in a teaspoon of a liquid smoke. I think it adds such a wonderful flavor. As well as 1.5 teaspoons of seasoned salt. And I'm going to stir that up with everything in the pot. Get that nice and incorporated into the ground beef. Okay, and once our meat becomes a nice brown color, I'm going to want to add in a 14.5 ounce can of diced tomatoes with their juices. And then stir that in with the meat. And lastly, I want to add in 1/2 cup of beef broth. Give it all a quick final stir, and we're now ready to pressure cook. Let's secure our lid. Make sure that we're in the sealing position. Now let's hit the cancel or the keep warm cancel button depending on your model, and then hit the pressure cook or manual button depending on your model. And we want to go, guys, for 6 minutes at high pressure. And now that we're done, we're going to finish with a quick release. And the pin just dropped, so let's take our lid off. And there we have it, guys, our meat all beautifully cooked. And you might notice it's going to be a little bit runny right now, and that's how it should be. It's just perfect. Because guess what? We're about to put all the amazing finishing touches, and let me tell you, this is what makes them the most amazing Sloppy Joes ever. Alright, so I want to start with 1/2 cup of barbecue sauce, your favorite kind. I love Sweet Baby Ray's. 1/3 cup of ketchup. 2 tablespoons of hoisin sauce. You can find this in the international or the Asian aisles of most markets. Very easy to find. 1 tablespoon of a Dijon mustard. Now, if you hate mustard, you can leave it out, but I'm going to tell you, you're not even going to really taste it at all. It just gives it really wonderful additional flavor. And now let's stir all of that around into our amazing mixture here. And we just seriously enhanced our flavor level already. Alright guys, a few final finishing touches now. And now I want to add in 2 6-ounce cans of tomato paste. That's right, 2 for this, guys. Trust me on it, it's going to create richer flavor, and it's going to really thicken the Sloppy Joes up to the perfect consistency. Now, the easiest way to get this out of a can is to remove the top and the bottom of the can. and then just simply press it on through, and look at this. Bloop, right in there. And now let's stir that around until everything gets nice and combined. Make sure that the tomato paste really gets melded into the sloppy joe mixture itself. All right, and we're thickening up and we're looking good. All right, here's a few finishing touches that are both optional. I want to add in between 1/4 cup and 1/2 cup of sweet relish. You don't have to add this, but I really love what it does to everything. As well as 1 tablespoon of chili better than bouillon. This stuff is so awesome, guys, and adds amazing additional flavor. Let's stir that in. And we are looking glorious. All right, guys, now we're gonna let this rest for about 5 minutes. It's already on the keep warm setting, and we're just gonna let it thicken up for about 5 minutes, and then we're gonna be ready to serve, and it's already looking perfect. Look at the consistency as it is. 5 minutes from now, it'll be even thicker. All right, folks, and after 5 minutes of letting this rest, look at how it's thickened up perfectly, just like a sloppy joe should. If you notice, the meat is clinging to the spatula nicely in a bit of a pile here. That's exactly what we want, and that means we're now ready to serve. So, you know what? Let's do it up. Now, how you wish to serve your sloppy joes is entirely up to you. Of course, the classic way is with a nice bun, and you can use a potato roll, you can use a nice hamburger bun with sesame seeds on it, whatever you want. So I'm gonna put some on there. Ooh, look at how it's perfect. Look at how it forms. Lovely. You could really put as little or as much as you'd like. You could even sprinkle some shredded cheese on top, because why not? And then close that bun up and serve it up. I mean, we're not fooling around here, folks. Look at that. Oh, what's that? You want it as a taco? Your wish is my command. Get a taco shell and fill that puppy up. Sloppy Joe. Actually, it's more like a sloppy Jose. Oh, you want it as a wrap? No problem. Get a wrap, any size of your liking, and then put some on there. Beautiful. And then maybe put some cheese on top if you want. Really, whatever you want. Cheese, lettuce, black olives. It's almost like a sweeter, thicker taco meat, you know what I mean? Could also put this in lettuce wraps, or on top of a hot dog, or a sausage, or anything that's long and cylindrical that has meat in it. Meat on meat is always great. And there we have it, guys. A lovely, sloppy trifecta of Joe. Let's try it out. Which one do I pick? I'm gonna go with this, the classic. All right, guys, and there it is, this sloppy Joe. Sloppy, whatever. Oh my gosh. It's sloppy, all right. Look at this. Here we go. Look at how it like just stays together. I love that. Oh man. Let me tell you something. I might have a fully stocked bar right now, and I'm not even gonna have a hangover if I get a little bit lenient on the sips, because this is gonna cure it. But forget about that. But this is also a huge crowd pleaser for the family, kids of all ages, me included. And I know what I love about this. Look at how the bun sops up the sauce and the meat mixture. It goes into it. So that creates even more flavor and amazingness with each and every bite. I love putting the cheese on there too. And this is the Triple S, guys. It's sweet, savory, and sloppy. Just how I like them. Alright, I can eat this like literally all day. And look, if I eat it as a taco, I'm gonna call it a sloppy Jose. How do you like that? Messy, messy, messy. By the way, I have plenty of paper towels handy. This is also a great thing to eat while camping. Great thing to have while camping by a campfire and telling scary stories of getting sloppy in the dark. And you know what? It's also great as a sweet and savory, like meat sauce, even on like pasta. That's also a great use for this stuff. You can use it for like anything. Guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed these videos and these recipes, check out PressureLoveCooking.com. All my recipes are there. I also have a best-selling cookbook. Definitely check that out. You don't want to be without this, the step-by-step Instant Pot cookbook with 100 recipes and photos of every step and every finished product as well. Check out facebook.com/PressureLoveCooking and like that page for any time a new recipe comes out, tips, deals on items, humor, things you might want. And of course at Pressure Luck at Twitter, Pinterest, Instagram, and YouTube. Subscribe there, why don't you? Thank you again, guys. And I can tell you now, when you make the Sloppy Joe, everyone's gonna be saying, "Give me mo!" It's that good. Enjoy.